Alright, to the bottom right hand side, we kick it off with the orange Zerg player. From Titan 1X, this is Impact. And to the upper left hand side, the blue Terran player is from Splice, Solar. So ZvZ, again, we're just going to do this last series. Honestly, the live event went on for 5 hours, which was a lot longer than we usually see, of course. So we are going to be doing this series now, and after this series, that's it. We're done. But only because we have another tournament coming up. So we cast this series, then I take a break to go and eat, which would be wonderful. And then we kind of go from there, and we cast a brand new tournament. So that's what's going on. As we kick off into the ZvZ, we already see a pull first from Impact, so a little bit of potential aggression here on Catalyst. You know, gas pool before a hatch opens up the doorway to a lot of possibilities. In fact, that's a very early gas pool as well. He's going to have, it's basically like a 13-12, right? Because he's up to 14 drones now, 6 lings on the way at 115, so it is a very early gas pool. So it's actually very aggressive here from Impact, rather than maybe the more... the more kind of like, you know, you take a gas pool on like 16-15 or 17-16 and then you throw down a hatchery and then you go into some aggression with like a faster baneling nest or so. So this is much more committed in terms of an all-in, because you get the baneling nest, you're only on one base, and that of course is generally going to, you know, be very, you know, then you're generally in a very committed position, right? So a Ling Bane all-in right here from Impact as he begins to come across towards the upper side of the map. A hatchery about to finish from Solar, who has now seen this with his first Overlords through the center. Let's see what Impact can get done with these first few Zerglings coming up to the top side of the map. Baneling Nest is about halfway done here, and 6 Zerglings on the way out from Solar as well. And you're just going to be seeing the hatchery just being nibbled away as the Spine Crawler coming up over on the side. So Spine coming up, a few drones will get pulled. And those things continuing to work their way through the hatchery. So again, Solar is taking a little bit of damage here right away. His Spine coming up, but he has pulled drones. He's got lings of his own. But here comes the next issue. The couple of Banes are about to kick in, and ling speed as well. And that's where it becomes much harder for Solar to continue defending against this. But again, so far so good. He hasn't lost too much. He's kept his hatchery at decent health. Queen pops out and will begin to pull towards the ramp, as the Queen from the main base will do the exact same. Doesn't even waste time to inject. First Queen surrounded, but he is in range of the Spine Crawler to help out. The Banes do go off, but they don't do an amazing amount. There's still lings left over here though, as Solar. Well, with another couple of lings coming forward, he's still got this Spine Crawler. The Queen helps to tank the Baneling shot, and those lings and the Baneling have to back away. Spine will move to the low ground. Solar is looking as though he's maybe defended this here right from the get-go. That's going to be seeing a... Ooh, Queen does get cooked off here, but the lings will go down, and now, of course, if the lings getting picked off here, Solar will be able to potentially keep on holding on. I mean, with a Spine on the low ground, a new Queen about to pop, I think Solar might have just about done this. His own ling speed's coming through too, and he holds a 4-worker lead and a hatchery advantage. I don't think Impact's done enough here at all, and Solar has definitely put himself into prime position to move on through, as we do have. There's lings skirmishing for now, so let's be careful using this kind of choked area to actually take a better fight, or a fight which is even in terms of ling numbers, even though, you know, lings are fighting at a time, even though Solar has less Zerglings. He's just buying himself some time to get a second Spine Crawler coming up, with Queen towards the ramp maybe. Also a possibility. Extra Banes are getting ready to go. And we are going to be seeing this Ling Bane force going to get ready to strike in towards the natural in the next few moments. There's a few lings from Solar going to loop around the side. In fact, with another Baneling coming in as well, and we do see a couple connections starting to come down here. Queen's in position too, pushing this away. And again, a couple more Banelings starting to drop, but they're just not doing enough. And with double Spine Crawler here and the Queen wall at the front, there's just no way you're actually going to break through. So Impact has to back off, but he's backing away with a 3-worker disadvantage. He's now starting to drone, but he's also backing away for the lack of a hatchery. That's a few hundred minerals which are going to go, you know, into that hatchery, which he isn't going to build drones with or units with, and that's going to be Solar's advantage. While Impact has to expand at some point, that's when Solar can spend those minerals elsewhere, and his lead really will begin to show, I think, even further. As we are going to be seeing again, 3 Queens and a couple of Spines. Actually just going to be GG, because Impact realizes he's not going to do enough damage with this, and so bother me today. It's like the back of my ear, like the back part of my ear is just like, it's like, I don't want to be up. I don't want to have heads-ons on me. Okay, 12 pool for game number 2, so we better get right into this. We do have, to the bottom right-hand side, our orange Zerg player. This is Impact from Titan 1X. Going up against the blue Zerg to the upper left-hand side, Solar from Splice. Alright. So, ZvZ is the best mirror matchup, says OG Mr. Grumpy Gills. ZvZ quick games and watch the PVT. Well, we can't because we are going to be going straight through to a different tournament in 35 minutes time, and I have to eat until, I have to eat at some point. So we're going to cast this series, then I'm going to eat, and then we're going to go into another tournament. So we're pretty much just staying live all day. We're already 5.5 hours into the stream, and we aren't stopping yet. No. Alright. So, with the 12th pool on the way, we should maybe look at these Zerglings. Solo and Hatch Gas Pool, I still get intrigued by people who open Hatch Gas Pool and Ambiogenesis. Like, it just feels like you're waiting to die. Like, it's just like you're asking to be like, yeah, it's like that sort of confidence play, like, yeah, I believe I can hold off anything. But these Zerglings hit so quickly on Abiogenesis. Like, they're going to arrive at the 1 minute and 51 second marker, and as they arrive, it's like, nibble, nibble, nibble. Like, this hatchery's not even finished, and I mean, you have to start thinking about pulling drones already, and that's going to be insanely painful to try and pull drones from the main already. These things are just taking so much damage, so a lot of damage being dealt to this hatchery here. It's already on half health, and we are going to be seeing the well, drones just pulling in, and the Lings probably just going to take down this hatchery. So the hatchery going to fall. And we are going to see the feelings just going to peel away from the top side back in towards the center as we do see Impact. I mean, he's got a hatchery behind this, so now as he starts to draw, and this was like the cleanest hatch kill of a 12 pool I've ever seen, or at least that I've seen in a long time. So that's pretty neat so far. I mean, he's kept so many of his Lings alive. He lost 2 Lings while killing the hatchery. Generally, that's why you want to pull the drones in a little bit sooner, because you want to try and force these Lings to fight and to delay, and then at least if you lose the hatchery, it's taken a little time. We are going to be seeing those Lings just dance around from Impact. Ling speed on the way up from Solar at the moment, as we do see again these Lings going in against each other at the moment to see what's going on. Again, just in general, I kind of like Impact's position. Like, his hatchery's up, he's got a drone lead. Yeah, he doesn't have Ling speed, he doesn't necessarily need Ling speed here, so for now he doesn't need it, especially if he just plays defensively for a bit off of his advantage. He's going to be completely fine. Thank you so much, by the way, Fear Dragon, for the tier 2 sub for 27 months. Fear Dragon was on the Pylon show last night. If you didn't check it out, you should check out the VODs because it was a lot of fun. I think the Pylon show is something which really has just been missing from StarCraft. It's filling a hole. It was really awesome. It's a talk show by In Control and Artosis. Last night they had Noonion and Fear Dragon. It was really awesome. It was a really good show. Very funny. Lots of kind of, those moments which make you like laugh a little bit of banter back and forth. It was good. It was good. Definitely check it out if you didn't already. As we do set up here. Again, some Lings on the way up from Impact, and as Ling speed comes up, he's starting to hide these in the main, so maybe even Impact going to be the one who decides to get a bit aggressive here in the next few moments. As those Lings come through, he's going to get them ready to maybe run towards his opponent's natural. Throws down the Rotron and Evo, which seems like a bit of a fake out at the moment. So, we are going to be seeing 18 more Zerglings on the way. Wow. It's a lot of Lings coming in at the moment. So, lots of Lings coming up. Meanwhile, at the home, Solo just goes into Lair, Rotron, and Evo. He's going to try to go straight to Roaches. That's why he cancelled his Ling speed, to kind of save that gas. But now he just really hasn't been making units at all to be able to deal with this Ling flood. And I think as he runs across the map here, Impact is going to be, well, Solar sees this already. I don't know what you do to try and defend this. I guess try and hold the ramp with Queens, hope for the Rotron to come up, and maybe you're going to be able to get the Roaches out in high enough number to start shutting this down. But Impact doesn't even try and fight at the front. He's just going to go after the natural, which forces Solar to come down the ramp and fight in a bit less, a bit more of an open area. It allows for the Lings to get better surrounds. The drone hold position is pretty cute to help out, but it's not going to be enough, and Impact ties the series up. And this is a quick taking part and stuff like that. So, as we kick into this here, we do have to the top right-hand side our orange Zerg player from Team Titan 1X. This is Impact. He's going up against the blue Zerg player to the bottom left-hand side of the map from Splice. This is Solar. So game number 3 of the ZvZ. How long is the second tournament today going to take? Asks Starets in the chat. So I'm hoping it's going to take about 3 or 4 hours to make us live for 9 to 10 hours today, is generally or hopefully the plan. If that sounds good to you guys, it sounds very good to me. I'm excited to cast for that long. And yeah, that's what we're kind of hoping for. Obviously, it could go on a little bit less depending if the games are very quick or if they're very long. You can never really know with, you know, these online events, right? And, you know, open brackets. Depends how many sign-ins and check-ins we get as well. Do we get a round of 32? Because that would make a difference. Just things like that generally kind of help to determine. So we're hoping it's going to be at least 3 hours or so. So we're going to be live for at least, I'd say from now, we're going to be alive for at least the next 4 hours. Maybe a little bit longer. So that's very exciting, I believe. I like it. I love long streams. I wish I could stream long every single day. Some days it just doesn't work because we don't have enough to cast, and I don't I'm not the biggest of fans when it comes to having to cast or play my own, show my own ladder on stream. I get tilted pretty easily. But yeah, kicking off, we're going to see this final game again. This is just some replays from earlier on in the Kung Fu Cup bracket. Games we didn't see live on the stream. And they've been pretty fun. A couple of faster ZvZs, but again, just an extra series to fill in the time a little bit until we're set and ready to go today. Guys, because I still have a few codes remaining, I will give away another couple of codes throughout the later stream as well. So if you're looking for more giveaways, stick around. Throughout the WardiTV weekly qualifier, we'll do another little bit of giving away, I think. So if that sounds good to you guys, then do stay tuned. And the tournament should be good as well. We're getting some more sign-ups here. We've got Clem signed up, Guru, TLO, Stefano, Bly. Got a couple Protoss players here and there as well, so it should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. And as we do see these couple of Zerglings starting to come down the left side, but not really finding much just yet. A Queen from Impact going to push away this Overlord out onto the map, and, well, so far, no real differences between them. There was a bit of a different opener, gas pool hatch against hatch gas pool, but otherwise, we're just waiting to see what the follow-ups are, maybe in towards the free bases. We haven't really seen the players getting up in towards the third base yet this game, but maybe this is going to be our time. However, a lot of links from Impact, so definitely looking to be a little bit aggressive here, as we do have the link speed kicking in. Meanwhile, the link speed and a Baneland nest from Solar, so defensively, I mean, he should be fine. He's starting to make some Zerglings. He's already got a couple to morph into Banes. And there is going to be an aggressive Baneland from Impact, so he's going to go for this. He's really going to dive into the base of Solar, try to see what he can do. The Baneland nest is positioned well so the Queens can choke themselves up to limit what these Zerglings can do. 4 Banelands currently morphing in, and we are going to see the couple of extra Banes continue to come in here, so another couple of Banes coming through, and we are going to be having the single Zergling of Solar. Sees that one Baneland morphing in, he sees another ready to go. Solar just picking up info right now, and kind of feels safe though. He feels with his own Banes, Queens at the front, he's just starting up to draw, starting to drone up. He's been seen that no further lings are running through the center of the map. So yeah, it's looking kind of good for him as we see the lair on the way up from Solar, as we are going to be having him getting that set and ready to go. Couple of Queen shots going down here, as we don't see a third hatchery yet from Solar. Obviously he's been a little bit contained into his base. Impact is able to get the third hatchery up at least, so he's able to get that started here. So that's starting to come on through. A lot of links from Solar are going to go off to the right hand side, so off to the right hand side we'll see what they can maybe get up to. A couple of Banes obviously in here with this as well. Rock Tower will start to take some damage. Lair in the main base morphing in. So both players going up to the lair. This is actually a fair amount of links from Solar. A couple of Banes here coming through. We'll see what the connections look like on either side, because Solar also has a couple of Banes to run forwards with now. And he's going to be looking to see if he can try and find himself a connection he needs. Goes off on just one Zergling so far. It's not the best. Gonna maybe loop around the other side. Morphs in even another Bane, I thought I heard, but maybe I didn't. A couple of Lings take the first Baneling down, and we're going to see a couple of Lings diving up that ramp. And as they dive up that ramp, we are going to be seeing the continued attack here. Solar pushing forwards. A few little Banes of Impact going to have to be careful. A couple of Lings up on the high ground getting taken down as well, and well, so far Impact just continues to hold on, but Solar's built a Nidus network. Does he have a Roach Roar? Is this going to be like a Ling Bane Nidus? Oh man, if he puts a Nidus down and Impact thinks that it's like a Roach Nidus and he tries to get a full surround and then some Banelings pop out, that'd be kind of crazy to see Solar getting blocked out over here. The rock's going down. Nidus network finishes. It starts to come down the main as Impact goes into a Spire. I mean, there's just no chance he gets up to the Spire here, but also he doesn't have vision of this Nidus network coming down here, so he doesn't actually know it's there. So the Queens are going to get across the map, and it is Queens, right? Queens and a bunch of Banes popping out into the main base makes this a very aggressive attack suddenly. Impact on 60 drones. is maybe not in the best of positions here to actually deal with this. More Ling Bane from Solo going to come up through the middle of the map as well, as Impact should be kind of preoccupied with this attack in his main base. Oh, some Bane's already going to come in and hit this mineral line down the low ground. A few drones going down here already. A couple of spines on the way up from Solo, even a Spore Crawler too, just getting set up just in case. I mean, there was a Spire on the way down, but he kind of stopped building it for a while now. I mean, he actually cancelled it when he saw this attack, which obviously makes sense. Queen gets caught, and we do see those Ling streaming in towards the third base as well, and Impact already being brought from 60 to 32 workers, and Solo still has the army supply advantage. Coming down the ramp, a Baneling or two helping out here and there, and well, Solo has transfusions left on his Queens, and that'll go a long, long way. Impact's just going to type out right there, actually. Not even going to stay in this any longer. GG, Solo takes it.